I'll protect you.
Oh, hell no, I ain't about to be no Crocs dinner. Wait, where'd you come from? Man, I've been here the whole time. Well, what's your name? I'm Mikey. Duh. All right, hold on, let me back up real quick. Let me explain all this to y'all, because I know how the internet works, and y'all know how the internet works. Let's go! The book sitting in your lap. It's called Did Everyone Have an Imaginary Friend or Just Me? And this is a book tour. And I know y'all came to see me and Kendrick.
Hey, yeah! Kendrick!
AKA Nathan. Y'all came to see Laura and Nathan. Have a conversation, and you're going to see that. But this is my book tour, so I'm going to do it all right. And I am an actor. And I am dramatic. So I'm going to take 3 stories out of the book that some of you are holding right now, and I'm going to perform those 3 stories right here on this stage for you tonight, all right? Now, I'm going to ask a few things of you guys. 1, I need your imagination. I need you to fully suspend disbelief. Whatever is happening outside these doors, leave that shit out there. Don't bring it in here, okay? Have fun. There's going to be some call and response, and if y'all don't respond, I'm going to come down and talk to some folks, okay? Does that sound good? All right, let's get into it. How many people had an imaginary friend growing up? Nobody. 6 of you, 12 of you, 18 of you. Oh my goodness, there's hands everywhere. I love it. We're weirdos together, guys. All right, well, I did not have siblings growing up.
Weirdo.
And my dad was in the Air Force, so we moved around a lot. We even lived right here in Texas. We lived up in Austin at Bergstrom Air Force Base. And to cope with this non-stop relocating that my dad's Air Force career put upon us, I created this fresh top-having, cross-color wearing, Dwayne Wayne meets Fresh Prince looking imaginary friend. His name was Mikey. And he was a shit. All right, so let me take y'all back to the beginning and kind of tell you how this whole thing started and even how this book kind of came to be. And I'm going to have my back to some of you guys at some point. I apologize, but I'm going to make sure I get all the way around the room, okay? All right, so back at the beginning of the pandemic, I did all the things, right? People in my profession, we weren't able to go to work. We weren't some of the folks who were considered essential. Thank you for the word. And so I had all this time on my hand that I hadn't had in a really long time. And so I did all the things. I burned a bunch of bread. I downloaded Duolingo. I listened to some podcasts. I read some books. And I found myself searching for something deeper. And I was down at my mom and dad's house down in Inglewood, and my mom is kind of like the keeper of records in our family. Like, she has pictures that go back eons on both sides, and I'm looking at these pictures and I see like butt naked baby J, and toothless J, and braces J, and acne J. And my childhood is just flashing in front of me. And I realized that being a kid back in the day, it was crazy, y'all. I mean, there were so many mixed messages of who to be, what to be, who to disavow, who to imitate. And I know I'm not going to be the old dude up here who says that their time is more iconic than anybody else's time, but when you're an 80s baby who came of age in the 90s, it hits a little different. Check out my screens real quick. They're not that big for you guys, so I'm going to point some stuff out for y'all. There's Fight Club. There's The Dream Team. There's Coming to America. Did you guys know that 1 billion people watched Prince Charles and Princess Diana get married? Why? Hey, I've been asking this question on tour all week, and I know y'all gonna answer it. 83 million people watched to see who killed or who shot, J.R. Ewing. Do y'all know? I don't. Who was it? It wasn't the All right, no, we don't lost return. We got Cleo Sunday. We got Reaganomics. We have Tupac. We have Michael Jordan, the Chicago Bulls. Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson with a pet monkey. Michael Jackson in a hyperbaric chamber. Aaliyah.
Yay! Aaliyah! R.I.P.
The Oklahoma City bombing. Top Gun, Cabbage Patch Dolls, Tamagotchi eggs, LL Cool J, Ninja Turtles, MTV, BET. Y'all know Rachel and the Caribbean Grooves. You know what I'm saying? Oprah Winfrey. DJ Screw. It was a lot, y'all. It was crazy. And if young you was anything like young me, then you needed something to give you some semblance of control in this chaotic world. So, if you check out the screen, I had a full-ass imaginary friend with childlike tendencies who was getting me into insane amounts of, you need to go get your kid exercise, okay? Trauma. And as I was back in my mom's house during the pandemic, and I was looking through all these pictures, it kind of hit me. Why do we have imaginary friends? And I told y'all I'm on the child, so I don't care about y'all. Why did I have an imaginary friend? I needed to know. And I felt like to answer that question, I had to go all the way back to the beginning. You see, Mikey, he first came to me during a storm when we were living in Tampa, Florida. And thanks to my corn syrup overactive imagination, I thought my room had become a swamp. And there were alligators and crocodiles all over the place. And in a moment of fear and snapping crocodile teeth, Mikey, he popped over my shoulder and he said, "Oh, hell no, I ain't about to do no crocs dinner." And from that moment on, we were best friends. I didn't ask no questions. And we went on all sorts of adventures together. I mean, we fought other kids who had imaginary friends. Sometimes we won, sometimes we lost. We looked for role models in tabloids. And Mikey was even around for my first heartbreak. Yeah. Y'all see him? Y'all see him? Yeah. 7-year-old you was like, yeah. You can get my number. So in 3rd grade, y'all, I was living in Austin, Texas. And every single morning, I would run to the bus. And as soon as I got on that bus, I would sit in my perfectly positioned front row seat. And as soon as that bus came screeching to a halt, I would jump up and I'd run through the narrow hallways of Beatty Elementary. And then as soon as I got to class, I would plop in my perfectly positioned front row seat. And without fail, Miss Calloway would come floating through the door on class. She was smoking skin, curly hair. And she had a smile that would make Bush and Saddam chill out on the Gulf War. She had a smile. What can I say? And look, I wasn't getting to class early because I was trying to do math or learn some math. Sorry for any math teachers. Sorry. But I was getting to class early because I had one mission. I was going to make Miss Calloway my girlfriend. Now, when I popped down in that perfectly positioned front row seat, see, that's when the Model Student Act, it ended. Because in Miss Calloway's class, when a kid got in trouble, she would sit you in a chair next to her desk. Well, most of my classmates, they were dumb. They thought it was punishment. But me? Oh, no. Miss Calloway ain't know what was coming. It was a reward. I mean, she talked softer when you sat next to her. And all my booger throwing, pissing on themselves, my classmates, they would disappear as the sun. As the sun.